Hi, welcome, and I hope you're doing well. Today I'll be showing you a step-by-step tutorial on how to replace an iPad Air 2nd generation. And this model here is A1567. As you can see, the home button is a Touch ID sensor, so you have to be very careful not to break the Touch ID sensor. So you need to save the original button. This is the new screen. It doesn't come with the Touch ID, so we'll be transferring the old one, the original Touch ID, to the new screen. And also you can see that the new screen is just not the glass digitizer. It comes with the Retina display LCD. So when you buy the screen, you would have to buy the one that comes with the LCD display as well, including the digitizer. So for this iPad, you can see that there's no crack, but the LCD is bad. So when we change, this will take care of the LCD problem as well. Okay, so let's get started. You need to get a heat gun to warm up the adhesive. Once the adhesive tape is soft enough, you can go ahead and get a pry tool to pry it open. I'm using a heat gun, and the heat gun can be very hot, so I'm not staying in one spot. I'm keep moving up and down. You do not want to burn the iPad, so you have to keep moving up and down. Make sure it's not too hot. If it feels like the adhesive tape is still not soft enough, you can always come back and heat it up. So unfortunate, the iPad, the base, the way it cracked the LCD is not coming from the front, it's actually coming from the back. I guess the impact that drop or something pressed onto it from the bottom, and it hits the LCD and makes the LCD screen pixelated. Okay, and I'll show it to you that what I mean by the impact from the bottom, and you can see the iPad is not straight. There's a bend on this side, and if you lay it down, you press it, you can feel like the thing shakes. So there's no way to do it. I don't have the tools to rebend it, so pretty much you need to eyeball and use your finger or your thumb to kind of press it as much as you can to align the base, so that the new screen, when it sits on top, it doesn't like move or anything. So at least it's much better than before. Okay, at least it's much better, just a little bit more. Okay, remember how the screen was pixelated, the LCD, because I was not able to turn off the iPad. So to disconnect the battery, this is how you're going to disconnect it. But for me, I don't think we need to do that at this point. But for those of you who needs to disconnect the battery, you can just use this, plug it in and make sure the battery is not connected. Okay, but you need to remove the screw. All right, so let's get back to the original screen. Like I said, again, we need to transfer the home button over to the new screen. Okay, so this is the new screen. We need to move the button over. The home button is actually going to be connected to this this little clip here. So if it feels like the ribbon cable is stuck because it's kind of glued onto the base, you can come back and use the heat gun to heat it up a little. Okay, so I just get the entire piece out. So I'm going to take a closer look here for you. You also need to get this bracket that holds. It's not to hold the home button, but it's a bracket that allows you to press it, and it kind of react with this button here. So as you can see, there's a little temple, the metal bracket, and that would actually press onto this button. So you feel that little click. Okay, so transfer this entire home button. To the new screen. Okay, at this point, what I will need to do is I need to have adhesive glue that glues onto this bracket, so that when you press it, it would always be firm and not to push the bracket out. So I find this glue is a gel, adhesive gel. It works better than the liquid because you would have much control how much to use versus the liquid. Okay, you just need a tiny little bit, not a lot. But before you let the button goes down, you want to make sure that the home button is aligned properly. And then once you have the button aligned properly, and go ahead and press it down and let the glue, adhesive glue, to dry and sit in. Okay, you can press and it feels good. And make sure the home button is not sliding away. Okay, that looks pretty good to me. Make sure you have the glove. Make sure the glue is not on the glove. If not, then it will be everywhere on the iPad. So once you have that all clear, just kind of hold on to that home button bracket here and let the gel or the glue dry. And while you're doing that, keep pressing the home button. Make sure it feels the click is good. Okay, it looks good to me. So I think by now the glue should be all dry. Okay. Next, what I'll do is I just want to put everything back on and make sure it works. Okay, as you can see, the screen is much better than before. I actually can see the LCD looks good, asking me to charge. The reason why I did not disconnect the battery, because I know that the iPad is all drained, the battery is all drained out. So for those of you who cannot turn off the iPad before you work on it, make sure that you come in here and disconnect the battery before you replace the screen. Okay, disconnect the battery before you replace the screen. So I know that the screen is working, it's looking good. So what I'll do is I'll remove the cable. Okay, I want to come back here and show you what I'm going to do to tape around the corner. I'll be using the adhesive double-sided tape. Okay, once I have the tape all around the iPad, I'd like to come back and use a pry tool. We're gonna press it hard, make sure that the tape is glued onto it tightly. Okay, so that's good. I'll come back here and finish this up. Sorry, I'm having some hard time to align this properly and press it down. It's really hard for me to see at this angle. You just need to kind of feel it and whew. Come on. Okay. Okay, let's try again. Looks good. For some reason the battery comes back on. Great. Okay, it just shows there's no battery. So the next step is very simple. You just need to peel off the adhesive tape. Okay, just peel off like this and then go ahead and stick the iPad back on. I don't think I need to show you that steps. I just wanted to tell you that's how you do to replace an iPad Air 2nd generation. I have the tools, the glue, the heat guns, the prying tools, everything in the description below. And I really hope that this video helps you to replace your broken iPad Air. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. You can comment below. I really do hope that this video can help you to fix your iPad. Thank you for watching and have a good day.